So why Umberto Peraza? Well, again, when he wasn't on the board, he was there. When problems were happening, he was there supporting students when their newspaper was going to be shut down. As a matter of fact, it was just voted the #1 newspaper in California again for community colleges. It has been either #1 or 2 in the nation for community colleges and four-year institution, including the big ones like, well, Chico State has always been a good one too, but you know, Harvard, all those places too. So why would you want to shut something like that down? Umberto Peraza came and supported those students because it is about the students and not about the board. He came and supported those students when they were having their problems. As soon as he was appointed to the board, he started working on campaign reform to make sure that the corruption was not going to continue at Southwestern College, where you could no longer buy a board member to give you millions of dollars of contracts to be built on things that actually did not need to be built. Let's go to Prop R. For Prop R, they put the brakes on because, again, in order to generate money at a community college, you have to have students. You got to put them in classrooms. That's how the state pays you, is by apportionment for the number of students you have, full-time students. If you have an area that the community has been screaming to be built for years and years, that only has 7% of the space used for classrooms or instruction, what happens in the future when you need to have a space for children, students, and you don't and you can't generate the money to support them because you don't have space to put them in for their classes? That's why he supported and was instrumental behind putting the brakes on Prop R and getting a new look that's going to build sensible buildings that support instruction. He also supported a Local Jobs Act that the board passed, that they want to explore. That will help make sure that local people, and this is something else Nick Aguilar wanted to do and something that Umberto Peraza wanted to do for him, make sure that veterans get a first chance at working in their community here. Also, people in the community have a chance to work here before you bus in people from outside, other states, companies bringing in their workforce, when we need to keep our dollars here because we're paying for Prop R. We should have the benefit of those back tax dollars and spend them here and help with unemployment here.
I know some of you brought campaign literature, and maybe we could start passing it around before everybody leaves. All right, so 3 minutes.
All right, thank you. Did receive a question. Thank you for the question. It says, what are the 3 areas of concern for Mr. McElroy about our district? Well, let me tell you, when it comes to what goes on at Southwestern, I do notice that one of the major concerns is the graduation level, the dropout level that we have within Southwestern College. We need to instill with our students, and remember, students come first. I told this last time, I said, students are #1 in my book. Everybody else can follow suit after that, but students are #1. So the thing is to keep people, to entice them to stay in school, to get that education, so that they're able to become successful out into the community. That should be the most important thing that anybody running for any board should be, is to make sure that people stay in school to get educated so that they have a better future. Another one, like Andy had talked about here just a second ago, is veterans. I have 31 years in the military. I'm still a reservist. Education is huge, the money that it takes to educate my fellow veterans, my disabled veterans, as I'm a disabled veteran after I got wounded in Iraq. See, to keep them in school and to have the proper facilities to take care of them, that is important to me also. Some of the other things is making sure that the facilities are in working condition, that we do have enough facilities, we do have enough teachers to teach the classes, to educate the students. See, it all links together. You know, when I started running the school that I did, and it was one of the largest ones that the Army had to have. I had a visit from a 3-star general who ran the Army school system. He says, "Why is it you can raise the GPA and lower the cost of doing business?" I said, thinking out of the box. You know, there's so much waste out there. If we take that waste, we refocus it, you know, we won't have to lay off teachers. You know, I had a very wise teacher come up to me one time, and she said, I want to make sure I get this right. When I became a teacher, when I got my teaching credential, I took a vow of poverty. Isn't that the truth? Let me tell you this. They still need to get paid a decent wage too. Okay? I'm for the teachers, but let me tell you, the students are first and foremost in my book. Thank you.
The teachers are laughing because we know it's true. Teresa, how much time do I have?
3 minutes.
Okay. I want to thank you for staying. I'm glad I get this chance to do a summary because I didn't talk about the things that were most important to me, the issues that are affecting Southwestern Community College. I talked to Cheryl Cox, mayor of Chula Vista, and she said, basic skills. Are our students ready to learn? And the answer is the 20% are. There's a way to improve there. Casey Tanaka, the mayor of Coronado, said, how about access? I don't see our people in Coronado going all the way over into Chula Vista. Can we have classes here? What about high schoolers getting their first classes at a place where they can get home at a decent time? More access. I talked to Mayor Jim Janney in Imperial Beach. He said, access. We have locations here. How do we get more teaching to the kids? I have been up and down in this district. It covers 5 cities. And I've talked to students, and it seems almost everybody here has taken a class at some point from Southwestern Community College. And to a person, they have said, the teachers are great. They have said it. And then I said, what could be improved? And they said, sometimes I'm waiting 3 semesters to get a required class to get out. The graduation rate is 12%. There are 28,000 students on campus with a 12% graduation rate. 8% transfer to other institutions. I just read today that the teacher-student ratio is 1 teacher for 58 students. That's full-time, so I'm sure there's some part-time teachers helping with that load. I talked to Dr. Nish, who is the superintendent of Southwestern Community College. All of these issues are extremely important, but the most important thing is the budget, because if 30 doesn't pass, there will be no budget July 1st. They're $28 million down. So we can have the best program, we can have the best teachers, we can have the best plan for success, but if there is no funding, everyone goes home hungry. And so we need to save life over limb and get the budget straightened out and explore additional funding sources, get that underway, and as well as bring along the wonderful teachers, getting the kids access to the learning that they want and getting them on the way to success. Thank you.